Hippies are great, don't get me wrong. In fact, I live in a city with a ton of hippies. A lot of my friends are hippies, and I've adopted some hippie values myself. But sometimes they take it a little bit too far. One example being the ones that wake up every morning and they sun their butthole for energy. And I found an account. And it's this hippie girl who takes the whole crystal butthole sunning thing to a never before seen extreme, to the point that every single comment underneath each and every one of her videos are one of two things. It's either people saying they wish that social media didn't exist anymore, or it's them saying that this must be the end of humanity because of how outrageous these videos are. And the truth of the matter is she's profiting immensely off of these videos. And before I get into how she's profiting off of these videos, as well as my theory of what even is going on here, let's take a look at her account. So this is the first video of hers that I saw, and I saw it on Twitter, and has 10.7 million views. It's just outrageous.
I require all my guests to use the bathroom outside. Hi, my name is Ivy Bloom, and this is my outdoor potty area. I used to let my friends use the bathroom in my house, but I've since learned how unsanitary that is. Before entering the potty area, I require guests to put on these foot covers, and first-timers are required to read the rules. The most important rule is to dig at least 6 inches from an existing stick, because that's where another guest has dug a hole. It's pretty simple. You just dig a hole, do what you have to do, and put your toilet paper on top. I provide seeds that must be placed inside to keep my garden growing, and once that's placed inside, you cover it up with the dirt you dug up, and then place some leaves on top. The last thing you have to do is mark the spot with one of these sticks. I do live in Arizona and it gets really hot, so I provide a bucket with refreshments and snacks that visitors can snack on while using the bathroom. And yes,
Chobani yogurt while you're taking a dump. And keep in mind, this is an alternative to her friends using her bathroom because she says that's unsanitary. But this, she's fine with this.
Bucket with refreshments and snacks that visitors can snack on while using the bathroom. And yes, there is a privacy curtain.
And also a privacy curtain that does nothing. In fact, it looks like it could have done something, but she cut a solid foot off of it, which is diminishing the effect of the curtain, to say the least.
Once that's done, they can take the covers off their feet and wash them in this bucket. Then they have to place them in this jar so that the next guest can use them. Once my guest is done using the bathroom, I require them to sign this journal.
Okay, first off, the washing the foot covers but not washing your hands, that's insanity. And secondly, Brit, 7:02 p.m. and then 10:30 p.m. back to back in 3 hours. That's might want to go to the doctor. Funyuns at 8:20 a.m. That is foul. Sushi? He was taking a dump and eating sushi. Not to mention the pure insanity of date, name, time, and snacks. Oh my God.
Journal. And I do respectfully ask for tips because maintaining this area can get a little expensive.
And tips, of course. And $20 bill tips nonetheless. It's purposely clear box showing that everybody's giving 20s. So if you don't give 20, you're kind of a scumbag. Okay, so I made a list. Let me make sure I got this right. So you got to put foot covers on. You got to read rules. You got to take out measuring tape and measure at least 6 inches from one of those lollipop things. You got to then dig a hole, then put toilet paper on top of your droppings, and then put seeds on top of that, then cover that in dirt, then put leaves on top of that, and then mark it with one of those lollipop things. And then maybe eat a snack with your poop hands, wash the foot covers, place them in a jar. Sign your name, the date, the time, the snacks you ate with a pen and a journal that's full of poop germs. And then on top of that, after all that, you got to tip her for her forcing you to do your business in her backyard. And the implication of the tip is $20. All the while, the neighbors can pretty much see exactly what you're doing because the curtains do nothing. The people in the comments seem to be unsure if this is real or not, but I can 100% assure you that this is rage bait. And rage bait meaning that the entire video, the purpose of it is for people to be mad at it because then they post it, then they comment about it, they watch it more. it makes it go viral. And for some reason right now, rage bait is by far the easiest way to go viral. And if you go back to her account, she only has 2 videos, which is kind of weird. And before I get into how she's getting rich from all this, and as well as what my theory of what's actually going on, let's just watch this video because I want to take you guys through the exact sequence of events, like the same funnel that I took to find all of her videos.
Here's how I'm manifesting the man of my dreams. I created an energy crystal box that contains all the features I look for in my dream man. On the inside,
craziest sentence I've ever heard off the bat, right off the rip.
I have crushed selenite and blue opaz. On the first of every month, I pour water over dry ice to energize all the crystals inside. I keep the crystal box in the corner of my yoga room. On top, I keep a letter written to my dream man. Behind it, I keep a 639 hertz vibration to maximize manifesting potential. I make sure to keep the crystal box covered with a blackout cloth to protect it from outside energy. As far as my day-to-day routine, there's 3 things I do every single day to manifest him. Every morning, I have a 30-minute meditation session.
By the way, if I'm Aiden Ross and I see this, I'm immediately filing a restraining order. This is lunatic activities right here.
Where I get into the present and I visualize my life with this man. The next thing I do is have conversations with AI's representation of him. I know it's not really him, but it really helps to manifest. Hey, sweetie, how's your day so far?
My day was great. I went to the gym for a fun workout and stream for a couple of hours. We can grab some lunch later if you're down for it.
The last thing I do is, before I go to bed, I put on an amethyst crystal and I write a page of affirmations. I put them under my pillow with a rose quartz crystal on top, and that's how I'm manifesting the man of my dreams. Thank you for watching.
Okay, so after watching that video, I wanted to see more. So I go to her Instagram hoping that she's got some more videos on there, because 2 videos just doesn't seem, how do I put this? Her videos are too well polished for her to only have 2 videos. She's got to have more experience making weird videos like this. So I went to her Instagram, and what do you know? She doesn't have too many videos here, but she's got 2 more. So I decided to watch them. And we're only going to watch a few seconds of this laundry day one. And you'll see why in a minute, why we're only watching a few seconds of this one.
I only wash my clothes once every 3 months. Today's the first of the month, so I use dowsing rods to find the most vibrational spot in my yard. Once I pinpointed it, I brought out my washing machine. I put my clothes inside and I added Himalayan salt, laundry detergent, and energy crystal.
Okay, so you get the idea. It's a crazy video. And then we click on this one.
I require all my friends to tip when they come over my house. Let me show you why. When a guest first arrives, they need to take their shoes off and put on these foot covers. I make sure all their belongings are placed on the grass in my...
Okay, so you look at the comments on this video. For example, this one, it says, Sebi TV did the same exact video in the same house. I must be missing something. Or is this some kind of cringe meta arc? And then this guy says there was another video with the same script, but different girl. And if you look here, you got Sebi TV. You click on his account, and it turns out this guy's been making rage bait for years now. And this is where it gets really weird. We'll watch a few seconds of these videos and let me know if you notice anything.
Here's how I'm manifesting the woman of my dreams. I created an energy crystal box that contains all the features I look for in my dream woman. On the inside, I have crushed selenite and blue opaz. On the first of every month, I pour water over dry ice to energize.
Word for word. And it's not only that video, it's all of them.
I only wash my clothes once every 3 months. Today's the first of the month, so I use dowsing rods to find the most vibrational spot in my yard. Once I pinpointed it, I brought out my washing machine. I put my clothes inside and I added Himalayan salt.
Once again, word for word. And one more for good measure.
I require all my friends to tip when they come over my house. Let me show you why. When a guest first arrives, they need to take their shoes off and put on these foot covers. I make sure all their belongings are placed against the wall in my backyard.
Kind of weird, right? But if you go back to her page and you look at the link, I think we all know what's behind this link when you click on it. And if you do click on the link, you see that she charges $15 per subscription. And not only that, her account has tons of likes on it, which means tons of people are paying that $15. Not to mention all the custom content that they can be getting from her or her, you know. And after seeing that link, that's when it hit me. She's copying the successful rage bait from whether that's her boyfriend or her manager's account, and she's driving all the traffic to her spicy content. And I just find it mind-boggling that people see that she has a boyfriend or a manager, and they see that she's copying his content word for word just to get people to click on that link, and they're still clicking on it. They're still converting, despite the fact that most likely the people that are going to be talking to you once you're on there are a team of men getting paid $2 an hour from some random country. It just blows my mind that people are falling for this, and I feel bad for people who do. So apparently this is the new strategy to reel in customers. So if you see some well-scripted hippie rage bait content, it might just be for one of these models. But that's pretty much it. I just thought this was interesting, and it's just insane to me the new meta that's taking place. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.